रखौ वंदे रूप सनातनं रघुजुग वासुद सदसुरे सदा तुच्छव भूत्वा दीनगणे शतो करुणया मंडलपति शनि सदा तुच्छव भूत्वा दीनगणेश करुणया कौपीन कंठास्थितौ गोपी भावरसामृताब्दलहरी गोपी भावरसामृताब्दलहरी कल्लो लमग्नं वंदे रूप सनातनं रघुजुगौ श्रीजी भगोपालक राधे हे राधे ब्रज देविके च हे नंदसूना कुतः राधे ब्रज देविके च ललिते हे नंदसून कुतः
Hare Krishna. Good evening. So we continue our simple study of the Nectar of Devotion by the mercy of our beloved Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine. As we all remember, the Nectar of Devotion is the commentary, summary study, not commentary, summary study, partial translation of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which was written by Srila Rupa Goswami under the guidance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapitam Yana Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam. Srila Rupa Goswami was the leader of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, our eternal Shiksha Gurus. Panchakalpataru Vyacha, Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. They were very dedicated followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appear in this age in the mood of Srimati Radharani to relish pure devotional service, to relish the mood of a devotee serving the Lord, and also to distribute this mood of servitude, of servitorship to every conditioned soul in Kali Yuga. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nana Shastra Vicharaneka Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako Lokanamita Karino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanya Karo Radha Krishna Padara Vinda Bhajana Nandena Mataliko Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Sri Jiva Gopalako Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Sri Jiva Gopalako. So this is the second verse of the 8 verses in glorification of the 6 Goswamis. We read the translation. We offer our respectful obeisance unto the 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus they are honored all over the 3 worlds, and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in a mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna. So we have understood that the highest achievement in life is Krishna Prema. There's nothing higher, and this is what we aim to attain. Krishna Prema, pure love of Krishna, because this is perfection. And this is what Krishna wants us to attain. So in order to attain pure bhakti, to attain pure love of Krishna, we have to engage, we have to practice pure devotional service. So in this verse, Anyabhilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadhyana Vritam Anukulyena Krishna Anu Shilanam Bhaktir Uttama. In this verse, what is the word or words that mean pure devotional service? What is the word here? Bhaktir Uttama, exactly. Bhaktir Uttama. Uttama means the topmost form of devotion. Because we certainly all have devotion, devotion to our family, devotion to our spouses, devotion to our friends and brothers and sisters and country people. You know, we have bhakti for so many things, even bhakti for our jobs sometimes. Yeah, yes. So we have bhakti. Bhakti is there, but Uttama, Bhakti Uttama, that's supreme bhakti, only for Krishna. How you know it's for Krishna in this verse? How we know it's for Krishna? What is it? Was it indicating in this verse that pure devotional service is for Krishna? Which word? Oh, that's not a difficult one. Huh? Which word shows that pure devotional service is for Krishna? Anyone? Krishna. Krishna, yes, it's for Krishna. What means it's exclusively meant to please Krishna only, right? That's what means Krishna in this sense. It's only for Krishna. Pure devotional service can be only offered to Krishna, nobody else. Right, Kishori Radha?
Yes.
No, wrong. That's too exclusive. Oh, what about the devotees?
No,
What about my Guru Maharaj?
Yes. And his pure devotees.
His pure devotees. And what else?
And his associates.
His associates, yes, more.
His incarnations.
His expansions, yeah, right, and incarnations. And what more?
Oh.
You are expanding. You are expanding. The holy places, yeah, Krishna's holy places of pastimes also are an object of our loving devotion. Yes, we love Vrindavan. We love Mayapur. Yes, we love these places. Govardhan, Radhakunda, Shyamakunda. Yes, because they are related to the Lord. So anything directly related to the Lord is the object of Bhakti Uttama, pure devotional service. And when you say Bhakti Uttama is what? Is just something, some idea? Jinky. It's just an idea. Pure devotional service is just a good idea. Jinky.
It's an activity.
It's an activity. What is the word here that shows it? It's an activity in the verse.
Anushilanam.
Anushilanam. Good. 10 points for Jinky. Anushilanam. Shilanam actually is the word that means activity. Anu. Why the anu? The prefix anu is there. Shyamalila, do you know? You are the wisest of the group. Let's see. Anu. Why anu shilanam? Because shilanam already means activity. Why anu is there? Shyamalila, do you know?
Anu means in a way that as Krishna likes.
Not really that. No.
Hare Krishna?
Yes.
Is it without any personal?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We didn't review this actually. We never reviewed this, but we spoke twice at least on this anu. Anu means following in the footsteps of great acharyas, following our teachers. Anu, by following, not is an activity by following our authorities. It's not something that we create, we invent. It's something that we follow by hearing from authorities. We do according to what authorities tell us to do. Anu, following the authorities. We are followers. We engage in activities following our present and previous authorities. And then we understood that pure devotional service has to be performed with a favorable intent, means has to be really with the intent to please Krishna, not just by chance pleases Krishna, but really with intent to please Krishna, conscious intent. What's the word? Let's see, somebody I didn't call. Jonah, what's the word that defines that is favorable? Pure devotional service has to be favorable for Krishna.
Jnana Karmadi Anavritam.
Nope, nope, nope. That's a secondary characteristics. Yes, and in one sense indicates that also, but there is one particular word that means really has to be favorable for Krishna's pleasure, favorable with the intent to really please Krishna. One word. Anukulyena, yes, anukulyena. Anukulyena means favorable, because we could actually please Krishna without having the intention to please Krishna, like demons fighting with Krishna. They really don't want to please Krishna. They want to fight Krishna, smash Krishna, thinking that they can. So, but they please Krishna because Krishna likes to have a good fight with them. So anukulyena means has to be favorable, has to be really with the intent to please Krishna. Now this is the primary characteristics of the definition of pure devotional service. Pure devotional service is an activity following our present and previous teachers with a favorable intent to please Krishna. This is the main definition of what is pure devotional service. So you see, by knowing the words of the Sanskrit, we can understand the whole meaning, because Sanskrit is a perfect language. It really describes in very depth, the meaning. So now we understood also that pure devotional service should be free from any personal motive. Should be free means zero, no personal material motives, no. What's the word? What is that? Madhuri Radha. What's the word that means should be totally free from any material motives?
Is it the word Salana?
Now, in this verse, now we covered already the last two lines would define the primary characteristics of pure devotional service, definition of pure devotion. Now, the secondary characteristics are the two verses in the top. So which word or words mean that pure devotional service should be free from any personal motive?
Anyavilashita Sunyam.
Yes, Anyavilashita Shunyam. Shunyam means zero. Zero means nothing should be there. Zero, nothing. Shunya. Anyabilasha. The word Anyabilasha means material desire. But if pure devotional service should be free from any material desire, then it will be impossible for anyone to begin practicing it, because we all have material desires. So Srila Rupa Goswami refined the word by adding the suffix ta, anyabilashita. And by adding this suffix, anyabilashita, it refers more to a motive, means some desire that we harbor, we keep in our hearts, deep in our hearts, and we want to really satisfy that particular desire. And that's why we engage in devotional service. That's a motive. We call it a motive. Because sometimes fleeting material desires pop in our minds, but without much consequence. They come and they go. And sometimes we may even, in a moment of danger, remember, sometimes in a moment of great danger, we like a big typhoon, and your house starts rocking and you feel so afraid and you call Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. You're not calling really in pure devotion, because we are calling for self-preservation. It's okay. It's okay. We are calling for a personal reason, not for the pleasure of Krishna. We're not really chanting Krishna's name to please Krishna, but it means to Krishna, help me because I'm in danger. So Srila Rupa Goswami said, yeah, but this type of desire does not really disturb the practice of pure devotional service. It's just a fleeting desire, comes in a moment. But those desires that we really keep in our hearts and we really want to satisfy them by engaging in pure devotional service, that's an obstacle. And that's what should be given up, zero. We should, that's why a devotee is always introspective, because in the beginning we may have motives. Yes, we may have motives. So we have to find out these motives, and Krishna will help us find out those motives. So in order for our pure devotion to become very, very, very pure, means only with a motivation to please Krishna, which is the main purpose of pure devotional service. And jnana karmadya anavritam, the last words. What that means? Jnana karmadya anavritam means not covered. Not covered. Not covered by what? Kishori Radha, not covered by what? Jnana karmadi anavritam. What means jnana karma?
Jnana karma, by the knowledge of the philosophy from the Mayavadis, and karma means by fruitive activities.
Yes, jnana means knowledge that is conducive to liberation, which oftentimes is understood as impersonal liberation. And karma means activities where we want to enjoy the results. We should not engage in pure devotional service thinking that, oh, I want to, by the pure devotional service, I will be liberated, or less exalted than that, oh, I want to enjoy the results of my work. I am going to do this life's offering so I can enjoy afterwards. You see, that's karma. And we may all have this, prepare, please prepare, be quickly, do the offering quickly because we are hungry. You see, things like that. Or the offering is there, or we know what are you cooking today for the Lord? So we already start thinking, are we going to enjoy? It's wrong. It's karma. We have a desire to enjoy the result of our offering. Shamalila, you have a raised hand. Go ahead.
Yes, Ashu, Hare Krishna. A question. You give the example when we are in danger, when we are in difficulties, we would instinctively cry out Krishna just for our personal protection.
Yeah.
You said this should also be eradicated. It's not be there, right?
In principle, shouldn't be there. And eventually it will not be there. Means we will not care for any situation because we'll see Krishna is always there and he will protect us. We have full confidence. But in the beginning, as Srila Rupa Goswami mentioned, in the beginning, naturally, we may have this desire of self-preservation. We are in danger and you call, and we call Krishna. So it's not wrong. For a beginning practitioner, it's not wrong. It means it's not considered a motive. It's just a fleeting desire that appears in a particular moment, is not always constant. We are not chanting Hare Krishna to be safe. We are not chanting Hare Krishna that nobody is going to disturb us. No, we are not chanting in that sense. We are chanting Hare Krishna to please Krishna. That's the main idea. But if a danger comes and we call Krishna, oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Yes, Srila Rupa Goswami said, it does not disturb. It's not really a disturbance to your performance of pure devotional service because it's just a fleeting desire. So in that sense, but yes, a pure devotee, naturally in any circumstance, he knows Krishna is there to protect him. Like Prahlad Maharaj, they will throw him in a boiling oil or under through the cliff, under the elephant, and he was just peacefully chanting, not calling Krishna, help me, save me from this situation. Never. He was just peacefully chanting Hare Krishna, and Krishna protect him naturally because he was his devotee. He was not calling Krishna to be protected from those dangers. So this is a pure devotee. Of course, we are not at that level. That's why Srila Rupa Goswami said, if we chant in these circumstances, it's not a disturbance to our practice of pure devotional service, because it's not really a motive. It's just a fleeting desire that comes and goes.
But this is not the ideal mood.
No,
right?
it's not the ideal. The ideal is, it can only be there when we are situated really in pure devotion, which we are not. So naturally, the ideal is not yet there. Now we are practicing, and in practicing, we still have maybe desires for liberation from suffering. It's there. We may still attach to enjoy the results of our service sometimes. We need recognition. We need somebody to tell us, oh, you did good. Oh, it was a nice preparation, Lalita. You really cooked nice. Okay, thank you. We need that. It's encouragement. We need those things. So karma jnana is still there. It's still there. But we are not really pursuing sense gratification or liberation by engaging pure devotional service. We shouldn't, that's for sure. But in the beginning stage, these things are still there. And it's not everything we do is always with the intent to please Krishna. We may not be thinking about that when you are doing something. So this is the ideal practice of pure devotional service, that we should come to this standard, because is this Bhakti Ruttama that will bring us to the lotus feet of Krishna. Other forms of bhakti where we still have motives, or you still have desires for fruits of our service, or we are thinking of in terms of being freed from suffering and all these things, it's devotion. It's devotion, no doubt, but it's not yet pure devotion. So we are supposed to practice pure devotion. That's what Srila Prabhupada gave us, the Acharyas gave us, the process of pure devotion. Now, like we say, we chant the holy names, right? Holy names is one of the main activities of pure devotional service, because it's the best way of fixing our minds on Krishna. But are we chanting the holy names always? Oftentimes, no. We are chanting, but we are thinking about something else. Means we are not really chanting. Chanting means we hear what we chant. We are there, but sometimes we are not there. Or maybe most of the time we are not there. Huh? We are mumbling words with our lips, but we are not there. Sorry. So that kind of devotional is devotional service, no doubt, but it's not yet pure. It's not yet pure.
Thank you, Ashu.
So yeah, nice question. Yeah, very important. It's nice that you make it very clear in your minds what is pure devotional service, because this is our goal, to practice pure devotional service, to attain pure devotion for Krishna. Because only pure devotion for Krishna will bring us to Krishna's lotus feet, will attract Krishna's heart, and we want to attract Krishna. So this definition. You memorize the Sanskrit verse, and then you can say in your own words, you can give the definition just by knowing the Sanskrit words. You can, in your own words, define what is pure devotional service. Does anyone who wants to try on your own words to give a definition of pure devotional service? On your own words, please. Don't read the translation of the verse as we have been speaking. Just on your words, based on these Sanskrit words that we went through, define what is pure devotional service. Never mind if it's not very well presented, but make sure you include all the points of the definition in Sanskrit. Go, you can do
I'll
it.
try, Ashu.
Yeah, try, Jana.
Um, Pure devotional service, tradition will master medicinal
We're not hearing. You are broken.
activity, which is, I'm sorry, I'm inside the car, Ashu. Hello. Hi, Krishna.
You are broken. Your connection is broken, Jana.
I'm sorry,
Sometimes,
Ashu. I'm in a
sometimes I
moving
hear you,
vehicle.
sometimes I don't.
I'll try again later, Ashu. I'm in a moving vehicle.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay. Anybody else wants to try? Based on these words that we analyze, give your own definition in your own words. Try. Madhuri Radha, want to try? Jinky, okay, try.
Pure devotional service is service that is intended to please Krishna, and it is free from ulterior motives and free from fruitive results.
And one more. Desire for liberation.
Oh,
Yes, desire for liberation. Yeah, but was nice, was great, was good, was good. I like it. Anybody else wants to try? Kishori.
Hare Krishna, I'll try very short. Pure devotional service is a selfless activity to please Krishna without personal motive. That's all.
Yeah, when you say selfless, is already without personal motives. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Meant to please Krishna. Yeah. That's the main thing, meant to please Krishna. When you say meant to please Krishna, actually already says practical everything. Yeah? Says practical everything. So yes, please, see, I'm insisting on the definition of pure devotional service, because unless we know what pure devotional service is very clearly, we can mistake ourselves thinking that we are performing pure devotional service, but not. And then we wonder why I am not advancing. Krishna, I'm trying so hard for so many years. Why not? Why I am not in Goloka Vrindavan yet. Yeah. Because we maybe are not really performing pure devotional service. Okay. We are in the process of sadhana bhakti. Sadhana means practice. Practice, it's not really, the word practice in English is not the best word, because bhakti is already there in the heart. So it's to unveil what is already there. It means the serious activities that we perform with our words, with our mind, with our senses, in order to evoke that bhakti that is already in our hearts. That's why bhakti is an activity. And activity means with the senses, with the mind and the words. So in sadhana bhakti, in the practice of devotional service, we have two divisions. One is Vaidhi, other is Raganuga. So one is Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, and the other one is Raganuga bhakti, sadhana bhakti. Which one do you think you are practicing now? Kishori. Vaidhi. And why you are practicing Vaidhi? Why you say you are practicing Vaidhi instead of Raganuga? Why you are practicing Vaidhi? Jinky, was Jinky?
yes.
Yes.
Because it's in Vaidhi because right now we are doing the practice based on following the instructions of the guru and orders given by the scriptures, following the
Right.
guidelines.
Right. Exactly. That's our source of inspiration. Our source of inspiration is the order of the spiritual masters and the scriptures. Their order is our inspiration. So we are doing, it's a voluntary activity we are doing, but the inspiration is coming from those sources. Whereas in Raganuga, why we are not performing Raganuga, Madhuri Radha? Maybe you are.
Hare Krishna.
Maybe
Because-
you are performing Raganuga, you.
I don't know.
What's the source of inspiration of Raganuga? The other one, inspiration comes from the order of the spiritual master and the scriptures. And in Raganuga, where the inspiration comes from?
The inspiration is that put all your activities should be favorable to the Supreme Lord. That's it. So
Yeah.
No,
It means,
then you
yeah.
have to actually it's not only follow the principles or regulations, still you can do something you want to serve the Lord from the heart.
Yeah, yes. Means you have a natural attraction. You have a natural attraction to perform devotional service. Like we may be practicing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti mainly, but sometimes elements of Raganuga Bhakti may be there. Maybe certain service we have an attraction to do them. But it will come a stage where we have a very natural attraction to perform devotional service all the time. And we hanker to have opportunity to perform devotional service. That's Raganuga. That's when you are chanting and you finish your round, you say, oh, I already finished. Oh, can't believe it. I'm going to continue chanting. This is so nice. Vaidhi means we chant 16 rounds, and when you finish the right beat, finish. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Now I can do any damn thing I want. That's Vaidhi. Raganuga means we want to chant more. I still have time. I'm going to chant more. That's Raganuga already. So this is the difference is just between the sources, between their source of inspiration. Then we start studying the 64 items of sadhana bhakti, means really doing. And we saw the 20 items of primary importance, and the first 10 were activities to accept. Anyone remembers one of the activities to accept? Shamalila, remember one of the activities we should accept in the practice of pure devotional service, a very important one. Shamalila, you remember?
Seek guidance.
Yes, seek guidance. Yes, seek guidance. We need guidance because we on our own we cannot do it. So seek guidance. Approach us. Take shelter of a spiritual master. Then receive initiation. Receive instructions. Then follow in the way of the spiritual master, means follow his instructions properly. Understand his instructions. Serve the spiritual master. Reciprocate means show a reciprocation to his service to you by engaging you in devotional service, so you reciprocate by serving the spiritual master in a personal way. So these are very important points that we mostly already understood and have been doing. So this is nice. And then we saw the activities that we should reject, activities that we should reject. And we saw two activities that we really should be very careful to reject. Really, do not hesitate to reject them. Two things was the first one and the last one. The first one was, anyone remembers?
Avoid non-devotees association.
Yes, avoid non-devotee association like we avoid fire by all means. Very, very important. And the other one, remember?
Don't tolerate insults of your beloved.
Yeah, don't tolerate insults of your beloved, right? Don't tolerate insult. If somebody is insulting your beloved, what you should do, you should try to oppose him by argument if you can. And if you cannot, well, if you cannot, maybe you can leave. No. If you cannot, just leave the place, go away. Okay. Leave the place. If you hear blasphemy and you cannot oppose the person who is doing blasphemy, then you have to get away. Get away from that place. So blasphemy. So two things. Don't become close to those who hate the person you want to love. And the last one, don't be intolerant towards the blasphemy of Krishna or his devotees. And you saw the example of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though he was very humble when dealing with the Mayavadis, even though the Mayavadis were great offenders. But when Nityananda Prabhu was attacked by Jagai Madai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so furious. He was ready to kill these two rogues. Ready. So in terms of our personal behavior, personal honor, we are humble and meek, very tolerant. You know, people may insult us, we don't care. But when devotees of Krishna are insulted, we cannot tolerate. And then we start studying the items of sadhana. 44 items of devotional service. This is just, really doing it. Items of sadhana. And we saw, I don't know if we start talking about this. Did we? Did we start talking about these items of sadhana, Kishori? Did we speak about the importance of wearing tilak and tulasi beads? No.
No, we have not.
No, okay.
Not yet,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Okay, now we are discussing some items of sadhana that if we fail to practice them, it's not a big thing. It's not really a big thing, but if you do them, it's a good help. It's a good help. So now we have a Govardhana Basi with us. Can you believe we have a Govardhana Basi with us?
No,
Yes, it just join us with all these Govardhan and these calves and these cows and cow dung and everything. So now be aware. So tilak and tulasi beads. Why it's important to wear tilak and tulasi beads? Anybody can explain on what we understand as about the importance of tilak and tulasi beads? Anyone? Why we wear tilak or tulasi beads? Why?
May I try, Ashu?
Yes, say again.
Yeah, may I try? Just,
You should try. Yeah.
Yamaraj is instructed, or he instructs the Yamadutas to, I think, avoid people wearing tilak and tulasi beads.
Yes.
I think I've encountered that somewhere from
Yes, it is there. Yeah, it is there. Anyone who wears neck beads and neck beads and marks of the tilak, they are not taken by the Yamadutas. Yes, it's true. It's true. That's the instruction of Yamaraj to his representatives. Don't capture anyone who has tilak or has neck beads. But anybody else wants to say anything about the importance of tilak and tulasi beads? This is what, at the benefit of wearing tilak and tulasi beads means that Yamadutas will not take us. Okay, that's already great. But what's the significance of wearing tilak and tulasi beads? Why? What means tilak? What means the tilak that we put in the face and the other 11 parts of the body? Did you know that? We
That
put
12
tilak in 12 parts of the body? Yes, 12 parts of the body. And each part of the body, we recite a simple mantra with a particular name of an incarnation of the Lord, expansion of the Lord, begging the Lord in that particular expansion to protect that particular part of our bodies. So for our protection is one thing. And another thing is that our bodies, because we know that Krishna is in our hearts, so Krishna, our body should be like a temple of the Lord, should be only for Krishna's service, a place of Krishna's residence. So we decorate the temple of the Lord by putting tilak in our bodies after taking showers. After taking showers, we put tilak in 12 parts of our bodies. And another thing, very, very important, it's that it reminds us that we are servants of the Lord. The tilak, the two lines of the tilak, you know what that represents, that these two lines with a curve on the end? What represents these two lines in the tilak? Anyone? Govardhan Basi? It represents the lotus feet of the Lord. And the Rita thing that we put on the nose, what that means?
Tulasi.
Yeah, tulasi leaf that we put at the lotus feet of the Lord. So by printing the lotus feet of the Lord with the tulasi leaf, we are acknowledging that this body does not belong to us. This body is meant to use in Krishna's service. So if you go with tilak outside and people out of curiosity ask you, why are you wearing this funny thing in your nose? You tell them, because I am a servant of God. Very, very important. You should say that with great pride, because I am a servant of God. That's what means this symbol in my face means that I am a servant of God. Like a policeman has uniform or as a special hat and an army or soldier or something. Yeah, we also have our insignias, our particular makeup. So we have a tilak. Yes. And the neck beads. Why we have neck beads? We have neck beads. We don't all you have tulasi, chanting beads of tulasi. You have neck beads made of tulasi. Why?
It is like a dog collar, meaning who owns you? Krishna owns you.
Ah, Krishna, like a collar of a dog. You are Krishna's dog. Oops, what about that? You have a master. You are not a strained dog. A strained dog has no collar, has nothing on his neck, means he's a strict dog. But a dog who has an owner and lives in the house of the master, he has a collar, he has something on his neck. Sometimes they even put the immatriculation and the name in the collar because he has a master. And you know that dog has a master. And they are protected because they have a master. Whereas a street dog, everybody kicks on him, throws things on him, is mistreated, So we are not a street dogs. We have masters, yes. And Tulasi, because Tulasi is a very dear devotee of the Lord, is Brinda Devi. She's a very dear devotee of the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan, a very dear associate of Srimati Radharani. And she's the one who opens the door to bhakti. That's why we chant in the morning, the Tulasi prayers. Please make me a maidservant of Radha and Krishna. Please give me the privilege of pure devotional service. Please, please give me devotion. Because Tulasi Devi gives devotion, pure devotion of Radha and Krishna. So we keep Tulasi beads, and we chant on Tulasi beads also, because it's very auspicious. We are having Tulasi Devi's mercy. We want to remember that. We need her mercy. In Vrindavan, holy places, Govardhan, Babajis, they load themselves with tulasi neck beads and all different shapes, and so many tulasi everywhere. Sometimes they even make clothes with tulasi beads, because they know tulasi is very auspicious, and it grants a special mercy. Yes. Persons who are decorated with tilak and who mark their bodies all over with the holy names of the Lord, and whose necks there are tulasi beads, are never approached by the Yamadutas. This is what our dear Oliver said, right? They're
Yes, Prabhupada.
never approached by the agents of Yamaraj. So yes, that we should protect. Okay, the next one, accepting flower garlands. Flower garlands that had been offered to the Lord, offered to the spiritual master, or even offered to other devotees already. You should gladly accept them and wear them for some time. Don't just accept the garland and immediately take it out, give to somebody, or just put it away. No, wear it for some time, because it's very, very purifying. Very purifying. Lord Brahma tells Narada, my dear Narada, anyone who puts on his neck the flower garland, which was formerly used by Krishna, becomes relieved from all disease and reactions to sinful activities, and gradually is liberated from the contamination of matter. You want to see, relief from all disease and reactions to sinful activities simply by wearing a garland that was offered to the Lord or to the Lord's representative. Can you imagine that? And sometimes you take it for granted. Oh, a garland, okay, nice, take a picture. But we forget that is so much power in these things, in these items. Dancing before the deity. Yes, yes, very important. Dancing and clapping our hands. Yeah, very important. Dancing, because it's very joyful. Krishna is very joyful. You should be very joyful when you are in front of the deities. That's why devotees love to dance in front of the deities, not for show to others, but for the pleasure of the Lord, because it's a symptom of great joy. In the Dwarka Mahatmya, it is mentioned, a person who is in a jubilant spirit, who feels profound devotional service while dancing before me, and who manifests different features of bodily expression, can burn away all the accumulated sinful reaction he has stocked up for many, many thousands of years. What about that? Phew, amazing, huh? The power, just dancing in front of the deities. So when you know these things, then naturally we become mindful. When we are in front of the deities, we dance, we force ourselves to dance. Srila Prabhupada said, even if your day was very difficult, you feel morose, when you are in front of the deities, don't forget to dance. And then you forget all moroseness. You forget everything that went wrong during the day because you are dancing for Krishna. So beautiful. So beautiful. And we see Srila Prabhupada loved to dance. And when Srila Prabhupada danced, everybody danced in great ecstasy. And this happened already with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When you would dance in front of the Jagannatha Ratha Yatra or in Harinam, it was amazing. His dancing was amazing, and everybody was totally caught by the waves of joy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and nobody could be standing without moving, without jumping and dancing and crying. It was amazing, amazing. So this is for today. Let's have some reflection, some discussion about what we have discussed, even though it seems was not much. We didn't cover, we didn't advance much, but let's discuss. Okay. Kishori Radha wanted me to show the video. Here I am. Okay, we show the video. So let's go. Show your videos. Shamalila, you raise your hand. Go.
Hare Krishna, Ashu.
Show yourself. Show yourself. Identify yourself.
Ashu,
Okay, here you are.
Ashu. Sorry, could you now take out the share of screen so we can just see each other?
Okay. I'm gonna take the share. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's share. What you have to share, Madhuri Raj.
Ashu, I was trying to. I want you to clarify. We just read that, right? Wearing the flower garlands offered to the deities or the spiritual masters can free us from all disease. Can we take it literally? Means does that also include our physical disease or just material disease in general? Material disease of forgetting Krishna.
Oh, it's mainly our disease of forgetting Krishna, but could also, if we have that faith, it could also have an effect on our material disease. It does. If devotees who have strong faith on that, they can actually be rid of that, because we have to do all these things on faith, not just, okay, because it's there. We have to really have that conviction that it works in that sense, and it can. It can. I know devotees who there were no cases of serious diseases, but they got rid of problems, difficulties, physical problems simply by wearing the garland, and they felt great relief. Devotees like having a big headache in a moment and wear the garland and no more headache. I've heard things like that. But you have to do this on faith. You have to really have faith that it really works. But it's mainly our problem of forgetting Krishna, yes. Because if you remember, this is Krishna's garland, immediately our thoughts go to Krishna, immediately. Oh, this is my Guru Maharaj's garland, or Srila Prabhupada's garland. So immediately we think of them. So it evokes that remembrance of the Lord, and it's very wonderful. Kishori, have your hand risen, and Riza also? Riza, you can go.
Yeah, Riza Mataji could go first.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. I would just like to ask about what was mentioned a while ago about avoiding association with non-devotees. I would just like to know the reason, because I mean, if let's say we want to share Krishna to other people, or like maybe if they see us practicing also with regards to our association, and maybe they will be also inspired, or like they maybe will know about Krishna through us. I mean, is this really necessary to avoid all association with non-devotees?
You are, in this case, you are not having their association. We are giving your association to them. So we give association to people by involving them in Krishna consciousness, by telling them about Krishna. So we are giving our association, which is, in one sense, is Krishna association, because we are talking about Krishna. So we are giving Krishna's association to them. So in that sense, you are giving association. You are not taking their association. But we also mentioned that we have our family members maybe, and we live with our family members and they are not devotees, and how we associate with them. It's that avoiding non-devotee association does not mean that we stay away from any people outside because they're going to contaminate us. No, it means that we don't reveal our inner thoughts about Krishna, our devotion to Krishna, to people who may not understand or even may use words that are not very proper. So sometimes, in order to prevent them from saying anything bad, it's better don't even mention anything about Krishna until you feel confident that they may accept something. Then you go ahead and you introduce something. Otherwise, begin by giving them prasadam, and be kind, be very, 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 very affectionate to them, to your family members, and even if they are meat-eaters, they are against God, atheists, whatever. But you are kind and friendly with them, but you don't reveal your inner interests of devotion. You don't. This you reveal only with devotees, in association of devotees. Means you are not going to try to take their association. You know what they are doing is wrong. It's not proper, but mostly they do these things because of ignorance. They don't know. They don't know. So eventually, if you can purify them by beginning by giving prasada, which is a very easy thing for them to accept, and they become a little purified, and then give them a book, maybe they will read, and then gradually maybe one day invite them to the temple for a Sunday feast, and things like that. And then you can eventually introduce them to Krishna consciousness. So there is always a hope. But as we said, in preaching, you are giving association to others. And this is what you should do. We all should do that. Give good association to others, because everybody need Krishna consciousness. It's not just a need for us who are practicing. It's a need of every individual soul. It's the highest necessity for the individual soul is Krishna consciousness. Yes, do it.
Thank you.
Don't hesitate. Kishori.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Shu. My question about wearing tulsi beads, is anyone can just wear it? Can anyone just wear tulsi bead? Because say, for example, one is favorable to Krishna consciousness, but still can't follow the regulative principles, just like maybe half of the principles, or maybe just one, but still favorable, and know the devotees are wearing tulsi beads, and somehow may at least got an idea, oh, maybe I could be saved, but I can't be fully follow the regulative principles. Can I wear the beads?
Yeah, if you are chanting Hare Krishna, you have faith in Krishna, you should wear tulasi beads. Even if you are not able to follow everything, you should wear tulasi beads. Yeah, we should encourage them. Maybe in the chanting, we don't immediately give them tulasi beads. It's better to give them when they are really able to follow everything, and you give chanting beads. But the neck beads we give them. If they are chanting Hare Krishna, they are devotees. They are devotees. Anyone who chants Hare Krishna is a devotee. So he can wear tulasi neck bead. It's already favorable. It's already open to Krishna consciousness. So you can wear, yeah. But outsiders, we come to the temple and they just want to have something beautiful to wear, and they like the tulasi beads. Don't sell to them. It's better not. It's not how you say, a decorative necklace. It's not really like that, So it's really for people who are convinced and are somehow practicing Krishna consciousness, even though still very imperfectly, never mind. But give to them, yeah.
Thank you.
Or that's questions. Nobody is giving any reflection. Any comment?
Should I have a question first?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm excited about the TLAC. Is there a qualification? Because we got this last Saturday, and you're excited to wear it. I don't know if you're qualified to wear it.
The result of your visit to Braja, I heard,
Yes,
was a big event, Yeah, it was nice. I saw the pictures and the videos. It was really nice, nice gathering. So yes, it's a wonderful gift. You see, you have tilak. This is tilak that comes from the holy dam, means from very holy places. You know, they gather from holy rivers, holy lakes. You know, so this is very special mud, very very special mud. So yeah, take it, use it, put tilak in your body with this. Yeah, it's very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, we use tilak. We use the mud. We use is from the holy places. That's what we should gather. You should ask in the temples if you don't have. You should ask and have with you. If you for some reason you are in a situation where you don't have the clay, then you can apply tilak just with water. If you don't have anything else, you just apply with water. But do apply and chant the names where you apply in the different parts of your body. Like sometimes people do to their professional work, they cannot go with a tilak on the face. Does not mean you don't put tilak. Put with water. Put it water. You put the tilak and chant the name Om Keshava Namaha, and you go out. Yeah, tilak is always a protection. You are a servant of God. Remember. That's why you are a tilak. You are a servant of God. Hey, Shamalila, we want to hear your comments.
Hare Krishna. I'm sure I have more questions
Oh.
and comments.
Okay.
We hear a lot of glories of all these principles, all these devotional activities, like wearing flower garlands and bowing down before the deity, dancing in front of the deity. Sometimes there's a tendency to think that these are exaggerations, because it promises that if you dance in front of the deity, you'll be free from all the sinful activities. If you chant Hare Krishna, clapping your hands, all the sinful reactions go away. But
yeah.
we've done that for many times, but still I have sinful tendencies. I still have so many impurities there. So how is that?
Keep clapping, keep clapping, and keep dancing. Don't stop dancing, don't stop clapping. No, it may not go once, just once. Of course, if you were 100% convinced of that, it would work. Yes, it would work. So we are not 100% convinced. So yes, well, yeah, I don't know. So, but yes, keep clapping. If you have an opportunity to clap your hands on a kirtan, do it. You have opportunity to dance in front of the deities, do it. You may say, oh, I still have many desires, but you don't know how many desires were already removed. You don't know how many sinful reactions were already removed, because you don't even know how many reactions were there stored in your heart, first of all. How many lifetimes of wrong activities, you know. So yes, there's no exaggeration. There's no exaggeration in this statement. Sometimes they sound like, yeah, they say, wow, incredible. Like we hear sometimes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you have read this pastime, you're already liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Oops, I'm still here. How can I be? Yeah, but you're already in the process of becoming liberated from the cycle of birth and death. That's obvious. It's going to be. It's just a question of time. Can be in a very short time. It's going to happen. There's no exaggeration in the statement of the scriptures. No exaggeration. But we have to take it with full faith, and that's the main problem. We are always doubtful. For a doubtful soul, there is no happiness in this life or in the next. Anybody else? Jinky, you're silent.
Yes, Ashu, no question. I just would like to express my appreciation that with every lesson that we have, I like that every time we have a class, we always review the definition of pure devotional service, because with that, it really it's not just about knowing the definition, it's not about memorizing. By doing it every class, we really internalize and we know it by heart. And when you know something by heart, you really would be able to like really do it. And knowing the definition of pure devotional service by heart, it really helps us in our sadhana. And with the sadhana bhakti, it makes us really realize that it is the process and the goal at the same time for us to advance in our practice. That's all,
that's the
Hare
main.
Krishna.
Thank you. That's the main reason why we go over again every time, because it's very important for us to know what we are doing. If you don't know what we are doing and what is the goal of what we are doing, the purpose of what we are doing, yes, we engage in many activities and certainly we become purified. But it's much better when you know what's the purpose of what we are doing, why we are doing the way we are doing things. It's much better to do everything with the right consciousness, the right attitude, the right understanding. Is much better. If certainly if a person does devotional activities even without knowing that where they are doing, they get benefit, no doubt, but you get much more benefit when you understand, much more benefit. So that's why we should learn. Srila Prabhupada considered the Nectar of Devotion as our law book. You see, like if you are a person of law, you have to know the law. If you are a citizen, you have to know the law of your country, because you cannot, break the law and say, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Policeman, I did not know." No, if you are a person with more, I think 18 years old or more, you are responsible for your actions. So it means you have to know the law. You may not study it, but you have to know it, because there's no excuse. If you break the law, you are punished. If you are an adult, you are punished. So the same, we have to know this process of devotion very, very, very well, so we don't commit mistakes, and we always have the goal, the objective in the forefront. We know why we are doing what we are doing and why we should do this. What's the benefit of doing pure devotional service? So by referring ourselves to the Nectar of Devotion, we are always on a good track. We feel confident that we are doing the right thing. Thank you. You are wonderful students. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nectar of Devotion ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Hari Bol.
Much.
Nice to see you.